Hello and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Kelly Ainsworth Robinson at the 2018 Coiled Tubing and Well Intervention Conference in the Woodlands, Texas. At the conference, Baker Hughes is showcasing this VersaDrive extended lateral milling service. I'm with Eric Van Stevenake, Product Line Manager for Through Tubing Intervention, to learn more. What are some of the challenges that extended laterals and increased stage counts present for traditional coiled tubing milling services?
It mainly comes down to a matter of reliability. As they get longer and longer, we have to go and use our equipment for longer periods of time without stopping. And ultimately what happens is there's an increased chance of failure. So with that said, we're running the system into the well and trying to get all the plugs milled out in these long laterals, because with more laterals we have more plugs in place. So our ambition is to try to get to bottom in one trip, and the key to that is the reliability of the system as a whole.
So how does the VersaDrive address some of these challenges?
We've branded the entire bottom hole assembly. What you find is that within the North America land market, it's very commoditized. The point of entry to be able to provide services for tools and some degree of expertise is low. In our case with BHGE and the VersaDrive, we're branding the entire bottom hole assembly for a solution, an extended lateral solution, because to be able to be consistently successful in these long laterals, it's not just about one part of the system. The entire system has to be refined and then optimized for success.
And your jobs can be planned using the Circa Pro software. How does that increase the efficacy of the jobs?
That's just an example of the solution idea that we're talking about. It's not just about the tools and the people that's executing the work. By running Circa, coiled tubing companies, which we will tend to run our BHA on the most, they will have their own modeling software. But we use Circa from one of our sister divisions in BHGE specifically to analyze the job for success of the bottom hole assembly, so we have complete ownership over that. And an example of that with regards to the solution as well is this year we're going to be field trialing real-time data acquisition. And the idea there is you get longer and longer laterals by being able to have real-time data acquisition. We're going to be able to see exactly what's happening during the entire operation. And that works into this idea of the VersaDrive being a solution, not just a bottom hole assembly.
And you recently deployed the VersaDrive for an operator in the Permian where you drilled out 68 plugs without any chemicals. Can you tell us about that operation and the time and cost savings that you saw there?
That's a good example of what we're talking about. Different customers have different aspirations. You know, the key is they want to get to bottom in one trip as quickly as possible to do it as cost effectively as possible. So in that scenario, we deployed our assembly, one trip, we made it to bottom. We didn't have to do any short trips to help clean the debris in the well because we were pumping at high rate. But the VersaDrive system, with all the different facets, ensured that we were able to be able to achieve that in one trip and deliver the customer's goals, which in this case I think was 2 days savings ultimately, and a cost of about $150,000 to the operator.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling us about the VersaDrive technology.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.